There's nobody that would look to these numbers and see anything acceptable.
Yeah, we now head down to the southern tier. That's where some startling numbers are now coming out regarding vaping in schools. A recent study says that students down in Chautauqua County are vaping at much higher rates than their peers across the country. 2 News' Andy Payton made his way down there tonight to see what the county plans to do about it.
You don't need a teacher to tell you vaping is a problem among students across the country.
Kids would just take their hoodie and, smoke their vape product right in the classroom.
But tonight, Chautauqua County is learning just how extreme this problem is within their own school walls.
We're seeing a lot of these products that are just being thrown in these kids' face.
Melanie Witowski is the executive director of Prevention Works. Her team recently did a study that polled 3 high schools across the southern tier and found that 33% of high school seniors have tried vaping at least once. That's 3 times the national average, according to the CDC.
How alarming is that?
Well, it is very alarming. There's nobody that would look to these numbers and see anything acceptable.
Steve Kilborn is with the Chautauqua County Health Department. He says this problem can't really be boiled down to one cause, but they do believe a big reason for these numbers is the access students have to the products.
I'm afraid to say, or I'm sorry to say, ample evidence that the licensed retailers are on occasion selling these products illegally to residents under the age of 21.
We even have a vape shop that's located right across from a elementary school district.
In order to see these numbers improve, the county says that needs to change.
We'll be really pressing that enforcement and looking for other ways that we can create some environmental barriers to these kids getting those products.
But creating barriers can only go so far. And they know the only way to really nick this problem is to go directly to the source.
It isn't sort of a scolding lecture about why you shouldn't use drugs, why you shouldn't vape.
And change the way the conversation is had within their own school walls.
It's really about how to live well, how to cope well, how to interact in various situations.
Now, Prevention Works is expanding their research, currently conducting another study that will go from 3 districts to 9 across Chautauqua County, this time in an effort to really understand each school individually and where these problems can be addressed. On your side in the newsroom tonight, Andy Payton, Channel 2 News.